Hello, students of AP US History and parents of students. I want to take some time today and explain to you all the requirements for completing the fourth quarter and talk to you about some changes that have come down and how that's going to impact you guys and ultimately what it is I expect and how you all can successfully complete the school year. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first thing I want to explain about our new distance learning format is that the medium that we will use will be the same online medium that we have been using for the entire year and even last year when you guys were sophomores. We'll continue to use Engage. Now, there may be one or two students who have never logged in for some reason. And parents, if you want to monitor just to make sure that you know what's going on, the URL that you would type in the address bar is engage.mcpss.com. Okay, and when you open, when the window opens, this is what you will see here, that Engage Online Blended Learning for MCPSS. Students use the same username and password that they would use for accessing anything MCPSS. They use that same username and password here. If by chance you are not enrolled in the course, the enrollment code is GXP8AU is the enrollment code. Okay, and parents, this is very important for you. I would like for all parents to join Remind. I'm going to be sending out reminds every few days after I check lesson content, see who's logged on, who hasn't, who's completed assignments. I'll also give updates about when grades have been put in, when a unit is closed and when another unit is open, that sort of thing. So if you will please text at K8BCCF, text that to 81010, and that'll get you into our APUSH 2020 Remind class, and you will be notified whenever I send out notifications to students. You may also call or text me at area code 251-610-0595. I'm going to be available to you guys like I would be in a normal school day from 8 until 3, Monday through Friday. It's my intention to be available to answer all calls and text messages at those times of the day. If I'm delayed in doing that, it may be the next day before I respond, but we're going to try and keep immediate communication and those lines of contact open. Okay. When you log into the AP US History course, this on the bottom of the screen is what that looks like. AP United States History Bird 11. That's what that class looks like. You know you're in the right class when that is what you're seeing. Okay, so let's talk for a bit about lessons. We will cover together 3 units. We are going to do a unit on period 3, and then there will be a second unit on period 4, and the third and final unit is a review unit. Okay, so each unit will be composed of 5 lessons. I'm going to try my very best to keep it to 5 lessons. Now, for you guys, it's an average of 7 days. One unit will be open for about 2 weeks. Another unit will be open for about a week and a half. But it's an average of about 7 school days that each unit will be open. And we're going to get to a calendar in just a second, and I'll show you exactly the dates that those units will be open. But begin each unit by watching the lecture videos. This is very important here. Take handwritten notes. You will submit handwritten notes for the lecture videos. When you're done with the lecture video or videos for that lesson, for example, lesson 1 in period 3 is French and Indian War. That's only 1 video. There may be some lessons that have 2 videos. Hopefully I can condense that content down, but take handwritten notes for the lecture videos, and then complete all activities that are below those lecture notes. For example, let's take a look at the screenshot here on the right side. So you see a list of resources. Those are just kind of generic resources here. But then lesson 1 French and Indian War. There's the video, and then there's one activity for that video. It's the French and Indian War document packet. You click on that link, and you'll see a Google document as shown here in the lower right corner of the screen, and you'll complete that document packet through a Google Doc. There may be lessons where you have more than one activity, but that won't be a lot. I'm going to try and not overwhelm you guys. We're going to try and focus on the necessary skills that you need to complete the course successfully and successfully acquire the college credit that we've been working towards. Then complete all activities for the lesson. Activities may include threaded discussion, Google Doc worksheet, document analysis, short answer, and/or Nearpods. There will be about one activity per lesson. Again, I'm going to try not to overwhelm you with that, but try and keep pace with one lesson a day. Try and keep pace with at least one lesson a day. Okay, so we talked just a bit ago about the handwritten notes. So let's clarify what I'm expecting and how you submit those. Take handwritten notes as you watch each lecture video. And then at the end of the unit, not at the end of the lesson, but at the end of the unit, like at the end of the 5 lessons in a unit, you're going to take pictures of all the handwritten notes that you've taken, and you're going to submit those to me in one text transaction. You can send those pictures to 251-610-0595, or you can send those pictures through Remind, but you should only make one submission of those lecture video notes at the end of each unit, and you shouldn't send any more than 6 pictures. That's kind of the cap on that. About a page of lecture notes per video, no more than that. If you, you guys, we've been together for a while, so you know what I expect. I am expecting you to take notes, so you don't want to send too few either. That would not be evidence that you have done what I've asked you to do. Okay, so let's continue to move on here. I am requiring that you write your name at the top of the first page of the notes. I've been reading your writing for some time, and so I can match pretty well your handwriting, especially if I see your name written, your handwritten name. I can match your handwriting pretty well. And it's also going to be an identifier of which student is sending these lecture video notes. And here's a template: lesson 1 notes, lesson 2 handwritten notes, so on and so forth. Send them at the end of each unit. Do not send them daily. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about test. Okay. Let's discuss test. The College Board has modified the rubric, and we're going to work towards practicing this modified rubric. And by the way, I'm just going to tell you very quickly here what your new exam format is going to be like. You're going to have to log in, and I'll send out new instructions on that shortly. As soon as I find out from the College Board, I'll send you information. But you're going to be logging in to take an exam through this distance learning platform. You will not be meeting at a site to take the exam. The exam will no longer be comprised of multiple choice questions, nor will it have short answers, nor an LEQ. It will be one DBQ that is modified. 45 minutes. They are aware that you will be at home and you will have resources available to you, as in notes. You can use notes, but they're going to be checking very closely for plagiarism. They have many more resources available to them than I do. So you would not earn college credit, and you would be scored as a 0 if you plagiarized in any way. So 45 minutes is what they're going to give you to complete one DBQ essay with a modified rubric, which we will talk about that modified rubric. Okay, so now that we have addressed how you'll be assessed by the College Board, let's talk about your assessments for me that remain for the 4th quarter. The May 5th assessment will be when you guys compose, you can handwrite that, or you can type it and upload it, or you can handwrite your May 15th essay, take a picture of it, and submit it to the College Board handwritten via picture. They're accepting either means of submission. That will be one test grade. Let me explain that really quickly. The College Board has agreed to make those assessments available to teachers to grade. So that will be one of your 3 major grades for the 4th quarter. You have 3 major grades, and that May 15th assessment will be one of those major grades. Then you will write, for me, a period 3 DBQ at the end of the period 3 lessons, at the end of unit 1 or our first unit together, which is period 3. At the end of those lessons, your final assessment for that unit is a DBQ that you're going to write using this modified 10-point rubric. Okay. And then the third major grade or test will be the period 2 packet that I sent home to you, or either you came by the school and picked up. Many of you have already turned that into me, and you already have the major grade NI now at this point, but some of you still have not submitted that, and you have not earned that 100-point major grade. So let's go ahead and review that really quick. The county has, in the 333 model, you guys will have 3 major grades and 3 minor grades. We're covering 3 units, 3 major grades, and 3 minor grades. Your 3 major grades, or your 3 test grades, we might call them. 1 will be the modified DBQ that you write for me for period 3. The other will be the DBQ that you write May the 15th within the College Board's structured time frame and within their requirements. And then the third major grade is the period 2 packet that was sent home to you during the quarantine period. So 3 major grades. Let's talk very quickly about originality of work. I know your level of writing. I've been reading your writing now for quite some time. I know where you are in sentence structure and formation, vocabulary. Do not fall to the temptation to copy and paste. Please give me your best effort. Okay, so grades, very quickly, let's go through that. We've talked about the 3 major grades already, and let's identify those here on this list of your grades. Period 2 packet is a major grade. Period 3 DBQ, I will grade. You'll submit that in a Dropbox on Engage. That is a 100-point major grade. And then the AP exam, which will be given back to me after you guys complete that May 15th, that is also a major grade. Now let's look at minor grades very quickly. You will have a period 3 portfolio grade and a period 4 portfolio grade. Where does that grade come from? 2 places. The first part is completing all of the activities on Engage. Like, really, it's just document analyses. That's all I'm going to ask you to do after every lecture video, a document analysis packet. Complete that, and then at the end of the unit, take pictures of your handwritten notes, as we've already discussed, and submit that to me via text, and that will be a portfolio grade for period 3, and then there will be another portfolio grade for period 4. The last minor grade will be a review of periods 5, 6, and 7. I'll put up the links for crash course videos and also Google Documents to go along with those crash course videos, and that will be a 3rd minor grade. So let's look at the calendar. April the 13th through the 22nd, your period 3 assignments will be up. Your DBQ will be available to you the 23rd and the 24th. After that, it will be closed. Period 4 will open on the 27th of April and will close on May the 6th. The crash course review assignments will be available May the 7th through May the 14th. And then your exam, the official exam, is May the 15th, and it opens at 1 p.m. More information about that exam will be sent to you soon. I hope you all are doing well.